Welcome to Star Bios, the podcast where we delve into the fascinating lives of Hollywood's most iconic stars. I'm your host, Casey Gold, and today we're shining the spotlight on the inimitable Chico Marx, the charming, quick-witted, and irrepressible member of the legendary Marx Brothers comedy team. With his signature wisecracks, hilarious antics, and unforgettable charm, Chico Marx left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry. But before he became a household name, Chico lived a life filled with colorful characters, humble beginnings, and formative experiences that shaped him into the beloved star we adore. Born Leonard Marx on October 22, 1887, in New York City's Upper East Side, Chico grew up in a lively and eclectic neighborhood that would later influence his comedic style. His family lived in a small apartment at 179 East 93rd Street, where his parents, Samuel and Minnie Marx, raised their 5 sons, Manfred, Leonard, Adolphe, Julius, and Herbert. The Marx household was a melting pot of cultures, with Samuel, an immigrant from Alsace, France, working as a tailor, and Minnie, a former actress from Germany, managing the family's finances. This unique blend of European influences would later become a hallmark of the Marx Brothers' distinctive brand of humor. As a child, Chico was fascinated by the world around him, spending hours exploring the streets of New York City, watching street performers, and listening to the sounds of the city's vibrant music scene. He attended PS 86, a local public school, where he developed a passion for reading and writing, but his true love was performing. Chico would often entertain his family and friends with impressions, jokes, and silly songs, showcasing his natural talent for comedy. The Marx family's financial struggles during Chico's childhood had a profound impact on his development as a performer. With limited resources, the family relied on their creativity and resourcefulness to make ends meet. Chico's parents encouraged his artistic pursuits, recognizing that entertainment could be a viable way to escape the poverty that surrounded them. This early exposure to the harsh realities of life would later inform Chico's comedic perspective, as he often used humor to cope with adversity. As Chico entered his teenage years, he began to explore the city's thriving entertainment scene, sneaking into vaudeville shows and music halls, where he'd watch in awe as performers like Charlie Chaplin, W.C. Fields, and Eddie Cantor commanded the stage. He was particularly drawn to the comedic stylings of these legends, studying their timing, delivery, and physical comedy techniques. Chico's own comedic talents were already beginning to emerge, and he would often entertain his family and friends with impressions, jokes, and silly songs. Chico's education was somewhat sporadic, with the young Marx attending several different schools in the city, including the McAllister School and the New York City public school system. However, it was clear that Chico's true calling was in the world of entertainment, not academia. He dropped out of school at the age of 14 to pursue a career in show business, much to the dismay of his parents, who had hoped he would follow a more traditional path. Despite the challenges and uncertainties of his early life, Chico Marx remained determined to succeed as a performer. He spent countless hours honing his craft, observing the great comedians of the day, and developing his unique brand of humor. From his humble beginnings in New York City to his formative experiences as a young performer, Chico's journey is a testament to the power of talent, perseverance, and family. Chico's professional career began in the early 1900s, when he started performing in vaudeville shows and music halls alongside his brothers, Harpo, Groucho, and Zeppo, Dog Tio. The Marx Brothers act was a dynamic mix of comedy, music, and physical antics, with each brother bringing their unique talents to the table. Chico's quick wit, charming stage presence, and an impressive linguistic skills made him an instant hit with audiences. In 1905, the Marx Brothers began touring the United States, performing in various vaudeville circuits and honing their craft. They developed a reputation for their zany, irreverent humor and physical comedy, which often poked fun at authority figures and societal norms. Chico's character, in particular, was known for his wisecracking, fast-talking persona, which would become a hallmark of the Marx Brothers act. The Marx Brothers' big break came in 1924, when they landed a contract with the prestigious Orpheum Circuit, one of the most prominent vaudeville circuits in the country. This led to a string of successful shows and tours, including their hit Broadway production, I'll Say She Is, which opened in 1924 and ran for over a year. Chico's success on stage was matched by his charisma off stage. He was known for his love of parties, women, and high-stakes gambling, which often got him into trouble. However, his brothers and family were always there to support him, and together they formed a tight-knit unit that would withstand the ups and downs of the entertainment industry. In the late 1920s, the Marx Brothers began to transition from vaudeville to film, with Chico playing a starring role in their first movie, The Coconuts, released in 1929. The film was a huge success, and the brothers went on to make several more movies throughout the 1930s, including Animal Crackers, Duck Soup, and A Night at the Opera. Chico's performances in these films showcased his incredible comedic range and cemented his status as one of Hollywood's most beloved stars. Throughout the 1930s and 1940s, Chico continued to tour with his brothers, performing in stage shows and making appearances on radio and television. He also began to develop his own solo act, which featured his signature blend of comedy, music, and storytelling. Chico's solo performances were often improvisational, with him incorporating current events, politics, and social issues into his routines. Chico's impact on the entertainment industry cannot be overstated. He, along with his brothers, helped to redefine the boundaries of comedy and pave the way for future generations of comedians and actors. His unique brand of humor, which combined wit, satire, and physical comedy, influenced countless performers, including the likes of Bob Hope, Woody Allen, and Mel Brooks. From his early days in vaudeville to his starring roles in film and stage, Chico Marx left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry. As the 1940s and 1950s progressed, Chico began to face significant health challenges, including arthritis, which made it difficult for him to perform on stage. Despite these setbacks, he continued to work, adapting his act to accommodate his physical limitations. Chico also became increasingly involved in charity work, using his platform to support causes such as the March of Dimes and the American Cancer Society. In the 1950s, Chico began to make more frequent appearances on television, including guest spots on popular shows like The Ed Sullivan Show and What's My Line. He also continued to tour with his brothers, although at a slower pace than in their heyday. One notable exception was a 1957 reunion tour with Groucho, which saw the two brothers perform together on stage for the first time in over a decade. Chico's personal life, during this period, was marked by both joy and tragedy. In 1959, he married his fourth wife, Mary DeVithis, who would be his companion until his passing. However, Chico also struggled with financial difficulties, largely due to his love of high-stakes gambling and lavish spending. Despite these challenges, he remained a beloved figure in the entertainment industry, with many colleagues and friends coming to his aid during times of need. In the early 1960s, Chico's health began to decline more rapidly, and he was forced to slow down his performance schedule. He made his final film appearance in 1961 in a low-budget comedy called The Incredible Jewel Robbery. Although his body was weakening, Chico's spirit remained strong, and he continued to inspire those around him with his quick wit and infectious charm. Chico Marx passed away on October 11, 1961, at the age of 74, leaving behind a legacy as one of the most beloved and influential comedians of the 20th century. His impact on the entertainment industry can still be felt today, with countless performers citing him as an inspiration. As Groucho Marx once said, Chico was the spark that ignited the Marx Brothers act, and his presence is still deeply missed by all who knew him. As we conclude our journey through Chico Marx's life, it's clear that his talent, perseverance, and family support were instrumental in his success. From his early days in vaudeville to his starring roles in film and stage, Chico left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry. His legacy continues to inspire new generations of comedians, actors, and entertainers, ensuring that his memory will live on for years to come. In the words of Chico himself, a comedian's gotta be funny, or he's gonna be a bum. Chico Marx was never a bum. He was a true Hollywood legend, and his comedy continues to make us laugh and smile to this day. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the life and career of the inimitable Chico Marx. That's all for today's Star Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Casey Gold reminding you to keep shooting for the stars.